Here we go.
That's a fucking healthy board. Thank you, sir.
Hey, recording.
No, we're not.
Technically.
Oh shit, we have been recording.
I hit the button.
We do have a whole episode. All right. Think then.
Suck it in.
Think happy thoughts.
You're gonna pass out by the end of the show.
This should just be like working sometimes and not working other times.
Nah, I'm tired.
Like it'll start, but it won't reset. Come on, bitch. There it is.
Oh. Got him.
Fucking technology, man. All right. When you come in, don't fuck my light up.
Yeah, suck the gut in. Suck your boobies.
Because you have big old boobies, dude. You can't fit through the door. Like, nah, bitch, you're skinny as fuck, but it doesn't matter.
I don't know how you'd suck those in,
Yeah,
too.
like fucking, they ain't going anywhere. Ready?
Yeah. So ready.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
No. The woman who left, it's her job, not mine.
Aw. Problem and clock started. We're having a fucking day today. Happy Friday to you, Jack.
Happy Friday to you, too, sir.
Happy Monday to everybody out there listening.
Yeah.
And welcome back, you motherfuckers.
Yes, it is good to be back, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. It's been a couple of days.
Yeah.
Feels good to say that shit, though.
It does.
I do enjoy it.
It's good to be back here. We had a productive last couple weekends, so.
Yeah, now they can see us, so now we have to actually, like, fucking put on a whole show.
I know, JJ cranked this camera out and was like, all right, like, asked us for consent.
Yeah. Do I have your consent?
I'm like, do I have to sit on the couch? Do I have to take my pants off?
Is this how you do the casting couch?
What did this podcast turn into?
So obviously I look like I went to work today because I did, so every video that we shoot's not going to be like this. But it is a weekday at the end of it, so what was I going to say?
Well,
Help me out here, Jack.
If I could read your mind, bud, this would be a real boring podcast. It'd just be us staring at each
You're
other.
right.
Just so much eye contact.
I need to go see Michelle and get cleaned up, man. It's been a couple of days since I've had a haircut.
There you go. JJ asked me before this if I want to brush my hair.
Yeah.
And for those of you who've seen the pictures of me without a hat on, there is no hair to brush.
No. Oh, well.
Yeah.
She's on her own fucking program today.
She's special.
So, I'll tell you what. This is from our very good friend Joey.
Yeah, what's up, Joey?
Over at
Barcuso.
Barcuso. Hello, Barcuso. So this is going to be a shout out to him episode because he gave us this bottle.
And it's supposed to be, that's a pretty big name in the whiskey world.
Yeah, so Michter's, whatever it is. You guys will figure it out. Michter's.
Michter's.
Michters. Michter's.
Okay.
So fuck it. Let's try it. You shout us out.
Yes, sir. So, Shattered Wisdom on YouTube. Oh, that's
a good one.
Ooh.
I mean, smells good enough.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Shattered Wisdom on YouTube. Western Storytellers, our friend Mr. Eric Pease made a couple videos for us, and they're up there now. So if you want to learn about us, you're just getting into it or whatever, you can check out that video. It's all about us and why we do what we do and how we do what we do. Instagram, Shattered Wizard Podcast. I am Shattered Wisdom _Jack. He is Shattered Wisdom _Jerett.
Man.
Then ShatteredWisdom.com, of course.
And ShatteredWisdomPodcast.com.
Yeah.
For all you fucking assholes who don't know how to follow directions.
So go on Instagram, DM us, chat with us, find out what we're doing, what we got going on.
Yeah, we always got something.
February 1st, which is coming up quick. I don't know when this episode will come out, but
Probably pretty close to that.
yeah, we're going to do a live episode at Barcuso in the Speakeasy. So if you follow Barcuso through us, you should. It's a fantastic whiskey bar. And
their pizza's like, fuck the whiskey
dude.
bar. The pizza there is like top 3 best pizzas on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Like, even if you just want to... I've gone there and had a pizza and a Coke.
Dude, if you are doing dry January and you still want to kind of be in that environment, go eat a pizza and have a Coke. I would do that.
Yeah. Joey is not celebrating dry January.
No, he was putting out like Make January Wet Again and all this kind of stuff. So,
He's anti-dry January. But if he doesn't know that you're dry January, you go in there, you just order a pizza and a Coke. Then
he's not going to beat you up about your life choices.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, we love Joey. So,
what are we talking about today, bud? Oh, you know what? Time out. Cheers, brother. Now we gotta do a fucking question. We're all over the place.
Can't break protocol, man.
That's actually good.
Yeah?
I'm actually pleasantly surprised. It almost like...
I don't pick up the sourdough, but...
No, like the sour mash almost makes it like a rye. I mean, it almost has like rye qualities.
Yeah.
I like it.
Super smooth.
Yep. I like it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Good call, Joey.
Good job, buddy. You can still be our friend.
You made the cut this week.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's actually in a readable font. Ooh, and it's from Kendra.
Yeah?
Oh. Name 3 favorite memories of just you and your spouse.
Go ahead, Jack. You're probably good at this.
Just me and the spouse. One of my favorite earliest memories, and Kendra would say the same thing. I think we actually said it on this episode, or on one of our episodes. Ella, when she was first born, I was born in March. So the year when she was a baby, she was a couple months old. It was 4th of July, and we used to live in Temecula. And we wanted to watch the fireworks, but Ella went to bed at like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we climbed out onto the 3rd-story roof of our condo out of our bedroom window and brought drinks out there. And we sat on the roof and watched fireworks. And it was just a really cool, really fun experience to just sit out there. And Ella slept through the entire thing beautifully. Yeah, and we sat out there and had a couple drinks and laughed and joked. And it was a very private and intimate and fun moment. And it was just us sitting on the roof, no one else around us. It was just a cool little fun moment. No phones, no any of that kind of shit. I'd say another one was definitely hiking the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu with her, just because, we went with our friends, but you ended up kind of pacing each other out, and like we really relied on each other at a lot of points during that. Kendra and I did to get each other through that. It was a difficult hike and a difficult experience, but it was magical and it was awesome. And we hiked through a cloud forest, and we've talked about it before. It was one of the most surreal and amazing things that we've done. There's a lot of moments, though. Yeah,
well, that's why I'm over here trying to narrow it down. Like, there's so many,
and I would say between Kendra and I, but like I'll give you 2 more, and that's when after Kendra had each one of our children.
Okay,
she had both of our kids via C-section, so it's a 30-minute procedure.
Right, in and out, and
then we're sitting in the recovery room, just she and I and the baby. But I mean, they're just a little blob of a person all swaddled up.
Yeah.
So those were some favorite memories too, because it was just us. And again, it was this really traumatic kind of event that obviously changes your life forever. But it was just us and the baby, and it was just quiet.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy like some of those private quiet moments, because like you and JJ, our lives are 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We're all social butterflies. It's just a million things happening all at once.
Yeah. I think some of my favorite memories with JJ are literally us doing nothing. Like, fucking nothing, man. Like, the first time that we went to New York together, and, like, just hanging out and, like, just being there and experiencing things together for, like, it was my first time there, and being able to experience that with her. Is big for me, because I've done a lot of things in my life and she's done a lot of things in her life. So there are very few first things that you get to do with your person.
Yeah.
And she took me to New York for my first time. I think that was one of my favorite memories. And then early on, man, we would I didn't have a TV. And I remember we just sat and talked all night long, like just and not that we had anything to say.
Yeah.
But that's your person, you talk. And then there was There's a point in time where I think we were in Vegas, probably one of the earlier times that we went to Vegas, and we're laying in bed and we're watching the first 48. And I looked over and I said, I don't have a single thing to worry about. I've never not had anxiety in my whole life. This feels so good to me.
Nice.
And she obviously doesn't understand what that's like, but
she's like, all right.
Yeah, cool.
Is that a big deal?
Yeah. She's like, yeah, cool. But for me, man, like, to not have to worry about, like, anything. I mean, like, it's big for me because my mind just races and races and races, and I'll fucking rabbit hole myself to, we're getting divorced tomorrow, and she's like, I just asked if you wanted something for dinner.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out our next meal.
But yeah, man. So everywhere me and JJ go, we it's now our tradition that we lay in bed at night and watch the first 48.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So just time together, man, and it's I do a lot of things with just JJ, you know, and we're very fortunate to have people in Hunter's life who love him and want to sit with him while we want to go vacation. So. Yeah. It works out for us in that aspect of where we can actually pick up and just go.
That's a rare treat for a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people
don't have that.
No, and they got to coordinate their lives around all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so big plus to having my mom live down the street. It's like fucking they want to watch my kid.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, we are very fortunate in that aspect where JJ's family is very close knit and they always want to be around and they always want to do stuff. So I'm very fortunate in that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about today, bud?
to take a sharp left turn.
No, this is right along what I was just saying for me.
We're going to talk about first world problems.
Yeah, I get a babysitter anytime I want to go on vacation. I have first world problems.
And it's funny, I listened to the Woody show in the morning, and they have this first world problems that sucks, like would you rather.
Yeah.
And so someone will call in and they'll talk about a first word problem. Like one of the things we have here is like slow Wi-Fi. Yeah. And they'll let them tell them about that. And then they'll read them a news story.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, man gets attacked by alligator while trying to get his golf ball. Gets one arm bitten off, fights alligator off with club.
Yeah.
You know, then they say, do you want to have your problem or their problem? And it's always, you know, my first world problem as opposed to that. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That guy's fucking golfing. What day of the week is it?
Yeah. Is he retired?
Yeah. How much money does he have?
Does he get to sue the golf course?
Does he get to sue the golf course?
Did he get the arm back? Can they reattach?
Yeah. Chubbs? Did he get Chubbs?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to talk about first world problems because we deal with them every day. And I am as guilty as probably anyone else of getting really frustrated with them and not putting them into perspective of what's like happening around the world.
Well, and that's kind of our luxury, right? Like, so we didn't write this on the board, but for me, man, yesterday was 87 degrees.
Yeah, it was warm.
January.
Yeah.
And it's hot as fuck here. Now, I remember complaining yesterday, like, why is it so fucking hot?
Yeah.
There are places that are snowed in right now. Like, I was in North Dakota a couple weeks ago. It was terrifying.
Yeah. They're like, we'll take 50.
Yeah, give us half.
Send us 30 degrees. We'll split it with you.
Yeah, easy day, dude. But, like, especially here in California, man, I'm so spoiled. Like, you know, it never rains, right? But when it rains, it's like, oh, man, what the fuck? Like,
well, we complain about that shit.
It never rains.
Kendra goes, I just wish it would rain. And last winter, it rained like the devil.
It rained a lot last year.
And she was going, when is it going to stop raining? And I'm looking at her thinking to myself, you just were crapping on not getting any rain. Now you're getting all the rain you can handle. And you don't want it anymore?
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Like there are kids in the Sudan that are praying for rain right now. We're getting all of it here.
First world problems.
Yeah, first world problems. How about that?
We've got them all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I can't find a babysitter to go on vacation.
Well, but that's what they call... Oh, it's the... I'm probably going to say this wrong. It's the progress paradigm or something. I was listening to an audiobook and they were talking about how you will seek pain and you will seek strife in your life because you need it.
Yeah, because you can't always be happy. Yeah, we talked about that.
But it's called like the progress paradigm or something. So I think like our first world problems are us like, ugh, this is so inconvenient. And like, even though you don't have any inconvenience, you generate it.
Right.
You're right. You'll find a problem with something.
Every time a flight of mine gets delayed, I'm so fucking bent out of shape.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on vacation. And I don't have anywhere to be. There's motherfuckers who can't get home to their kids. I mean, like, people have real problems, man. And I'm just like, I don't want to have to sit at the bar for another 3 hours.
Oh, dude, the worst is when you're trying to get home.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And we've one time, and I will caution anybody against this. If you fly to the East Coast, do not stop in Baltimore.
Is Baltimore the worst?
Our flight got delayed. Then it got canceled. Then it came back. Then it was gone. We went to 3 different gates, and they'd be like, the flight's delayed 6 hours. Excuse me. Then the flight's canceled. Then the flight's delayed 2 hours. Now you need to be at this gate in 15 minutes because we're boarding.
Yeah.
And then we got on that plane, and there was a strap on the logbook that was broken.
Yeah.
And I am losing my mind. I'm like, I'll give you my fucking belt. I'll come up there and fix it. People are like, take my shoelaces. I don't care. Just get us off the fucking ground.
If you don't use them for that book, I'm going to hang myself in the fucking closet. So.
And also, hey, we won't tell anybody.
No.
They're like, it's an FAA regulation. We're like,
are they here? Are they on this flight?
can the 92 people on flight 268-7 to fucking Massachusetts shut your fucking mouth and keep a little secret?
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'll give you a fucking 5-star on Yelp.
Yeah.
Best captain ever. Most thorough. Logbook,
Yeah.
perfectly secured.
Perfectly secure. Yeah.
But again, we're whining and crying about this shit. And it was just an inconvenience.
Yes. And that's what things usually are, right? So when I was in North Dakota trying to come back, my flight got delayed, and then I missed my connector. Mm-hmm. And they were like, well, we could probably get you home tomorrow. And I was like, no.
No.
No. And they're like, all right, well, we can fly you into LAX, and you can, my car was here in Ontario. And they're like, Uber. And I'm like,
how much an Uber is from LAX to fucking Ontario?
Fucking ton of money. And I would have had to get an Uber XL or black because we all had fucking luggage.
Oh, yeah? You had guns?
We had
You had all
guns and
kinds of
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not fitting in a fucking Uber Comfort.
Give me your Tercel. Yeah, we'll all slide in the Tercel.
Yeah. Me and fucking Chris.
You and Fowler?
Yeah, me and Chris are going to get in that bitch. We're gonna bottom it out, man.
That would have been fucking rad.
Yeah, man. So, I was like, nope. And I'm calling JJ, and I'm getting frustrated, right? So, like, any uncertainties for me is a problem. Like, hey, we don't know when we can get you there, so we don't know what flights we can connect you to. And I'm like, the stewardess was sick. That's what it was. The stewardess didn't come to work that day. This airport is, I don't know, 6 fucking terminals. It's like Long Beach used to be.
It's tiny.
Yeah, it's tiny. And they're like, well, she's sick. She didn't want to come to work today. And we're like, cool.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll serve drinks.
Drink services? Sure. I'll help you out.
Give me a name tag.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking Sharpie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucking swear me in right now. I don't give a fuck.
Well, see,
give me the wings.
give me the plastic, the stick-on ones you give the kids.
Hey, call me whatever you want.
But I plan my days and like weekends and stuff. I plan. I am very much a planner.
Yeah.
And I am up early and I have time to think about things and work through things. So when we're going to go on vacation and that kind of stuff, I like to prep beforehand. I like to have everything ready beforehand. And when I think I got everything squared away, when things start to go sideways, I get kind of like, fuck.
Yeah.
And it just puts me in a fucking
Because it's
tailspin.
domino. It's fact. I mean, it's this, and then it's this, and then it's this. Like it's like going to work without your charger and your batteries.
Yes, like going to work without your charger and your batteries and having to improvise and pivot, which is really not that hard.
No.
But it's still like, fuck.
Yeah, the initial factor that the first thing that you think about is fuck.
Yeah.
Not like, I could fix this.
Yeah.
It's always instantly like, fuck. Mm-hmm. Fuck that up. Yep. Like, yeah, cool. Now what? Like, what do we do next?
Stepping in dog shit, not being able to figure something out,
We had a whole fucking day today.
We had a whole day. But that's like, so one thing we put on here was like having a low battery on your wireless headphones.
Yeah.
Or not bringing your headphones with you.
Yeah.
You can get headphones from the airlines. Even
and
on
they
the
used
plane.
to charge. They used to charge you $5 for those. I don't think they do anymore. I think they're free.
But even on the airlines, you can be like, "Can I get headphones?" If it was $5, that's all it is.
Doesn't matter.
It's $5.
Yeah.
But you're still like, motherfucker me.
Yeah.
I get like, I got to make sure my phone is charged, make sure my shit's charged. There are times I just bring I'll go, fuck it. I won't even bring my wireless headphones. I'm just going to bring my headphones with the adapter.
Right.
Then I'm not worried. That's one less thing to worry about. I just got to make sure my phone's charged.
Well, and fuck, man, I'm so spoiled. Every time that I get on an airplane, if I sit in first class and they don't have TVs, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do here?
Oh, yeah?
Just drink? Like, what kind of first class is this? What planes don't have fucking TVs anymore?
Have you heard about the people that they call it like raw dogging? They'll raw dog a flight, and it's no book, no crossword puzzles, no music, no headphones. They won't watch the TV. They won't eat any of the snacks. They won't have any of the drinks. Just sit on the plane, and it's like it's a thing. It's to raw dog a flight. To me, they're generally not that comfortable.
Not once ever.
No. And even in first class, yeah, it's better. You got more room. It's probably nicer. I don't do that.
Yeah.
But still, I was on a flight back from Massachusetts a couple weeks ago, this summer. We sat in a pack of children, like 2 to 7-year-olds, with my 9 and my 13-year-old. And I was kind of like, oh, shit. They were surprisingly good.
Really?
And surprisingly quiet.
Tablets, man.
Tablets and shit, but this was a nonstop from Boston to LAX, which is like 5.5 hours.
Which is a long one.
Oh no, it was to San Diego. But regardless, this is 5.5 hours. I'm thinking to myself, this is going to go one of 3 ways. And it actually went as best as possible. And I was driving home from the airport, so I couldn't really drink and do whatever. So I fucking behaved myself. But again, first world fucking problem. You are doing transcontinental traveling. Yeah. Which back in the day was in a covered wagon, and half of you made it.
Yeah, the rest of you died.
I remember hearing a stand-up comedian. He's like, when you left, you were new people by the time you got to the West Coast. Because children were born and grew up, and people died. Like, you were a new family. Yeah. If grandma and grandpa came with you, your aunt and uncle, your cousins and you made it.
No, yeah, so our generation, we played Oregon Trail in school. Like, you died of typhoid or whatever.
Typhoid or cholera. Yeah. I was always hunting to try to save everybody.
That's what, so the games that we had versus the games that the kids have today, you could virtual reality box people now, and it looks like you're fighting fucking people. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
But I remember playing, Oregon Trail and Pong on Atari and Super Mario Brothers or Mario Brothers, like the first one. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Like, the graphics were fucking garbage.
Oh, all pixels.
And they were the coolest thing out.
Oh, yeah?
You had those 3 cords you plugged into the TV.
Yeah.
And that was the coolest fucking thing that you could do. So, the generation before us had none of this shit. They didn't even have fucking TVs until, I don't know when they invented the TV, but it was black and white first. So can you imagine watching all your shows in black and white?
Yeah.
They said those people who used to watch black and white TV dreamt in black and white.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
They're fucking wild.
My dad, they used to listen to radio shows. And you had like 4 radio shows. Right. And by the way, you weren't fucking TiVoing them. You weren't recording to listen to it later. And everybody's like, everybody sit. And everybody sat in the living room around the radio, and you listened to the radio. And then when that show was over, the show was over.
Yeah.
They played music. I don't know what else they played.
I don't know what they did, yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't alive back then.
Yeah, but so like people now, like, oh, my Wi-Fi doesn't work or whatever. Like, when I was growing up, I didn't have fucking Wi-Fi.
We had dial-up.
Yeah, I had a Game Boy.
Yeah?
You want to talk about fucking struggle? Try fucking playing a Game Boy, and all your batteries are dead, and you got to talk to your parents into going to the store to buy batteries.
It took 4 fucking batteries.
4 batteries.
It wasn't just throw one in real quick.
No, it was 4 batteries for a little screen and
a little green screen and sore thumbs.
Yeah, and that was your fucking shut up. This is your travel buddy.
Yeah,
man.
But that's the thing now. Slow Wi-Fi. Or we went. We took all the kids to Williams, Arizona. We did the Polar Express.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
it was a great time. But what we did is we went, okay, we'll get like a 16 passenger van. Got the big giant white passenger van, even though there were 7 of us.
So everybody's comfortable.
Everyone's comfortable. And then you could rent a hotspot from the car rental place.
Right.
So we rented a hotspot, and we don't give our kids tablets very often, but on road trips like that, long trips where we're driving, That's fine. So we had the hotspot. The hotspot would go out every now and then, and it was like, oh, well, I can't watch Netflix. Oh, my tablet. Oh, and I'm like, we used to play Slug Bug.
Yeah.
Put that shit down and look out the window for a Volkswagen Beetle, and whoever sees it first gets to punch everyone else in this van.
Ready, go.
Go. And it was me, Slug Bug. I'm swatting behind me because I'm driving like...
Yeah, man,
but it's frustrating.
You used to have to really entertain yourself in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And there was no GPS, so there's no how long.
Oh, no.
There's no how long until we get there. 5 hours and 48 minutes. No, like, we'll figure it out when we get there.
This year for Christmas, my dad asked for an atlas. A paper atlas, and Kendra lovingly bought him a new 2024 Thomas Guide paper atlas, so he can take his old 1997 paper
There's new
atlas.
roads in there now.
Yeah, a lot more, and he can recycle that one. And now he's got a new atlas.
I'll tell you what.
And he references it when we drive.
So the Atlas is the greatest Google Maps that there ever was. You can still plan a road trip on that. And you can figure out where the fuck you went wrong off of that. I mean, like, if you can read a Thomas Guide, you'll be fine. If the grid goes down, you're good.
I've had to use the Thomas Guide when I was younger and driving with my dad. I was GPS.
Yeah.
He'd be, Jack, open the Thomas Guide and see where we're going.
You're going to take the 70 west.
We'd look to take the 70 and do this and do that. So, but you're right. That's a big thing with all these first world problems. If the grid goes down.
So the problem with the younger generation is they don't know a life without all of these things. And we're spoiled now that we have them, right? Like, I don't pay attention where I'm driving anymore because my GPS, my Waze tells me, like, you're going here.
I Waze everything.
Yeah.
Even though I know how to get there, I Waze it because it tells me if there's an accident in 45 miles or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And the police are there, so slow down.
Yeah. That's a big thing, too.
The times before that, and I drove before that, and you really have to pay attention. Because if you are going on like a road trip and you have multiple freeways, you're going from here to Vegas, you're on the 15, doesn't matter. But if you're going from like here to Colorado and there's 7 different freeways you need to take, you have to pay attention to when they're coming up, which way they are going. Like, and you get lost, man. Like I've gone on like pre-ways. I've gone east instead of west on freeways and drove and been like, none of this looks familiar. I fucked that up.
We flew back from Vegas to Washington to Virginia. Got a bunch of stuff from a PBS station, and my boss handed me, they printed out
directions.
MapQuest directions on how to get back to the TV studio from the one we went to.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because it got us down to the 40.
Okay.
And it said, get on the 40 West. And I'll never forget, it said, stay on the 40 West for 1,400 miles.
Yeah.
And then I think in New Mexico, we got off the 40. But Virginia to New Mexico, we were on the 40. But even still, you're going through and it's 40 West, it's splitting off and doing all that kind of stuff. And we just had a stapled packet of papers that told us how to get there.
Because the freeway that you're on diverts into different freeways. That's what a lot of people don't understand is just because you're going 210 east doesn't mean that you stay going that way. Like that shit breaks up. And you know when you're going west into like LA, that shit comes up and around and bends you through. Like if you just stay on the freeway in your lane, you're on like the fucking 110 now. Like how'd you get here?
It's some left, some right, some middles. Yeah, you're freaking all over the place.
Yeah. Well, and what gets me is when there's exits off the left hand side of the freeway. I'm like, who the fuck came up with this?
Who does that? Why?
This is not a thing.
This is an afterthought. This is poor planning.
Yeah, this is poor planning. You guys fucked up. Yeah. Somebody on your fucking crew fucked this up.
This is an issue, not an issue.
Yeah. So that's a first world problem too. And I got to exit left instead of right.
I know, like fuck. I'm not ready for it.
No,
I'm already in the right hand lane.
I'm in the exit lane.
Now I'm gonna cut 5 lanes of traffic off to get over there.
Yeah. Oh man, I love people too when they do that. It's my favorite.
Just arrow. Turn signal on and just Jesus take the wheel.
Just you guys see me, right? No.
Yeah.
We see you. We just don't give a fuck that you're there.
Yeah, I don't care that you don't know what you're doing. Figure your life out.
Yeah. Hey, you had to take the same test I did.
Yeah. Oh, I see you have an atlas there. Use Waze maybe next time. you fucking dinosaur.
Yeah, this says go left on the 10.
Your passenger's yelling directions at you who's you're careening across.
Turn left ahead.
Yeah,
Here?
they tell you. In a quarter mile, you're like, okay, how long is it going to take me to get that quarter mile?
Okay, so if I was doing 128 miles an hour, 7 seconds, but I'm not. I like the drag races, so let's see. I live my life quarter mile at a time. 9 seconds, car. So you passed it.
Yeah. Wait, what? Take the next exit. Turn around. Go back.
Go through 4 lanes of traffic and make a U-turn. It's my favorite thing when it's like, make a U-turn. I'm like, where?
It's like here?
Yeah, you want to just, fuck this wall.
Fuck it. E-brake turn now.
Yeah, ready, go. And
what else we got? Oh, autocorrect fails.
So, my phone, I cuss a lot.
Yeah.
Even in text messages.
Yeah, me too.
I would hate when I would say fuck and my phone would correct it to duck.
Duck.
Like, what's your ducking problem? Like, oh, I don't have a ducking problem. A duck hunter me. Like, fuck off. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Like, the phone just wouldn't let you cuss. And now, it's pretty good. Like, if I put shot, it corrects it to shit.
Nice.
I'm like I use that a little too much.
My autocorrect, though, it's not necessarily autocorrect, but it, like, auto suggests or auto finishes.
Yeah, when you push space and then fucking, yeah.
And I'll get typing real quick, and it will throw up a line of random shit, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I didn't want that.
Why? That is not what I want. I have to go back and erase that shit.
Yeah, we don't need predictive text.
No.
So you talk to text, right? So now, like, if you're driving or whatever, you talk Siri or whatever. I've learned that you have to talk real slow.
Oh, yeah.
And real precise.
Yep.
Otherwise, she's fucking your whole message up. And if I have a long message and she reads it back to me and it's fucked up, I'm like, send it. I don't even care. Like, fucking, you'll figure it out. If you've got a question, ask.
Well, it interrupts me half the time. I'll be talking, it'll go clink. Should I send or change it? And I'm like, I wasn't finished fucking talking.
I'm mid-sentence,
I've done that like 3 times, and I'm like, oh, and I'm flipping off like, you fucking stupid, fuck you, technology, I hate you. And I realize I'm a maniac I am for yelling at my own fucking stereo.
That's JJ's dad. He's always like, fuck you, Alexa.
Yeah, I know. I'll be like, fuck you, Siri, you stupid bitch. You don't know what I'm fucking saying? Oh.
Well, let's see if this will work. Alexa, play Shattered Wisdom podcast. I wonder who's Alexa turned on.
Somebody somewhere.
So back in the day, you used to be able to turn people's Xboxes off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they were like streaming like Call of Duty, like old Call of Duty, on Xbox, you could say Xbox shut off, and people's fucking Xboxes, if they had the volume on the TV, their fucking Xbox would shut off.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, it was a fucking diabolical move.
Oh, that's pretty shitty.
Oh, dude, it was fucked. Like, if somebody kept fucking with you, man, and you just signed off, bro, like, fuck.
Oh, what a dirtbag move. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do like it. So we'll see if we can get people's electronics to do what we want.
No, that'd be fucking fun.
Oh.
Here's another one of my favorite first world problems. It's being tired after a vacation. And you'll hear people say a lot of times, I need a vacation
from my
vacation. Or if you're smart, you come home on Friday.
Yes. Oh, yeah, always.
Always come home on Friday, and then you have Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And me, if you're like me, I get home, and I come in the garage, and I drop my luggage in the garage, because unless we have a rat-ass butler who's going to wash all our clothes, I just dump all my shit in the laundry machine. Yeah. But then you have to do laundry. If you got kids, you have to grocery shop.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that you got to do when you come back if it's an extended vacation and try to get your life back together.
Well, and most vacations that you need a vacation from or need a break or need to recover from are a week or longer.
Yeah.
Like, if you go out for like 2 days and you're like, God damn, I need a fucking vacation from my vacation, you did something really cool and I want to go do it.
Yeah. You did not sleep.
You did not. Yeah, no. So give me what you got. But we do cruises for like a week, right? And you power drink on cruises.
Oh, man.
Because that's, what else are you going to do? You're just there. You can't go anywhere. You're sitting at a bar drinking. They're long days. When you're on a cruise ship, they're long fucking days.
When you eat and you drink, and there's always food, and there's always booze.
Yeah, no, dude, don't be on a diet and try to go on a cruise because it'll never fucking work for you.
No, and if you do like what we did, we'd have like 2 days at sea.
Yeah.
There's only so much to do, and if the weather's not really great, and we went through a couple days where it was
fucking shitty.
The weather was shitty, and it was cold and misty and foggy. Like, there's 87 pools.
Yeah.
But it's 62 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Half the time, the wind was blowing so hard they had the pool shut down.
Yeah.
So what do? You're inside.
So on our last cruise that we went on, we got the big deal package. We were the big deals. You have to take advantage of everything. You need to utilize everything that you get, because what else are you paying the money for?
So we got all the premium restaurants.
Yeah, we never ate in the fucking...
And a Butler, which was great, because every night we went to a fantastic dinner. There was not a single meal we had on that boat that wasn't fucking good.
No, it was all good.
And we drank, and they just kept... It was funny. They asked us all what we preferred to drink. Mm-hmm. We all told them. So when we get on the boat, we get to the room, it's stocked. I like Stella. Yeah. I like Coca-Cola. Mm-hmm. There's Stellas and Cokes.
Yeah.
You like micheladas. Mm-hmm. There's like the mango carts. There's michelada stuff. Mm-hmm. For the girls, there's champagne and vodka. For Tino, there was tequila. For Jason and Vivian, there was what is I don't know what kind of booze Jason likes or what.
He liked whiskey, but there was old fashions in there.
There was old fashions. There was all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like we would drink a bunch the first day, and then the next day they brought the same and a little bit more. But like 3 more beers for each of us. Yeah. And then by the time we were done, we're like, there's so much alcohol in this room. We can't take it off the boat with us.
We left with a lot of beer in our room.
Yeah, because we couldn't. Yeah. At that point, though, we're like, dude, it's too much.
So, especially beer, man, like, you get full. It's a real fucking thing, dude. Like, yes, please. I'll take another splash. It's a real thing, man. Like, beer makes you full. And I've got friends, David Castro used to make himself throw up so he could drink more beer. And David's a fucking psychopath.
I like
good
to drink. And I like whiskey, wine, and beer.
Yeah.
And you're right, though. It's Stella. I love Stella, but it's not too heavy, but it's a bit heavier of a beer than like Coors Light.
Coors Light, yeah.
But after like 6 or 7, I'm like, all right,
yeah,
I'm full. I'll get a little buzz, but like I just don't want to drink 12 more ounces of this.
No.
I can't do it.
So real quick to interrupt the show, Bradley, our friend Bradley, a.k.a. Fuck You Brad.
Fuck you, Brad.
Wrote me and he goes, you're a fucking #1 fan when the top thing on your Spotify is Shatter Wisdom Podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that top thing on his?
Yeah.
Good for you, Brad. Thank you.
Go fuck yourself, Brad.
But still, fuck you.
Yeah.
First world problem having a podcast that fucking...
First world problem for our friends is they have celebrity friends who do a podcast. Jesus, yeah. How many times I gotta tell you, motherfuckers, you're welcome?
We're fucking celebrities, all right.
Ooh. Let's see. How about nothing to eat, man? Nothing to eat in the house.
We dealt with this last night.
Did you?
So, having a child that
is picky as fuck. Yeah, I got one of those.
Ours aren't super picky, but they want to eat all the time.
Right.
So bedtime in our house, it's been Christmas break. It's like 8:45, 9 o'clock is kind of bedtime for the girls.
Yeah.
8:30, they're like, we want a snack. And we say, now the thing is, are you hungry or bored?
Yeah.
Well, I'm starving. Well, you ate a full dinner. I watched you eat an entire dinner like 2 hours ago. Well, I'm hungry. Okay, well, you can get something healthy.
Never mind.
How about chips? No.
Yeah.
How about crackers? No. How about an apple?
Yeah.
How about a banana? How about some dry cereal? How about some... I don't want that. Yeah. Charlie goes, I don't like bananas. We go, dude, you eat bananas like a chimpanzee. These ones are too yellow.
You want the
really?
green ones?
You want a green one? Our fridge right now is got so much food in it, it's hard to shut.
Yeah.
And you're going to sit there and look at all of this, and she's got both doors and the drawer open. There's nothing in here to eat. I'm like, oh, I just want to punch you.
Yeah, so I tried that once upon a time ago when I was a kid.
Once? The one time?
Yeah. You try anything you want to do once.
You can't.
Didn't work out well for me, so I never did it again. But, no, that's the same thing, man. Like, so now I'll fuck with JJ, and I'll be like, I'm hungry. She's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. We don't have anything.
Oh, my God.
But Hunter will eat Hunter will ask for popcorn every night around 8:00. His thing, he's like, I need a bedtime snack, and I said, that's the opposite of what you fucking need.
Yeah, you do not need a bedtime snack. I don't need a bedtime snack.
You need to go to bed. Yeah. Like, fuck off. But popcorn is the kids. He eats 7 things, and popcorn's one of them.
My girls love popcorn. Charlie loves popcorn with tahini on it.
Yeah. Oh, Joaquin
to Phoenix. I want Joaquin to Phoenix. Yeah. And if we're watching a movie, if it's movie night, they're like, oh, we're making popcorn. And she's like, oh, I got to get the Joaquin to Phoenix. And she puts it on her popcorn and eats it. That's great, fine, and wonderful. But when you're done with that, you tell me you're hungry again.
Right. And popcorn is a light snack. I'll give him that. Sure. But I'm pretty sure most of it dissolves as soon as it hits your tongue. But it is... it's a whole bag.
Yeah.
It's supposed to do something for you.
Yeah, but I've done that same thing too where I walk in the pantry, I'm like, God, I fucking want something to eat.
Yeah. Well, and you know what I think it is, man? I think it's more you have something specific that you want, or that you're if you see it, you'll be like, oh shit, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I want.
But when you and I have so much, we have so much fucking shit in the closet or in the cupboards and the pantries and the fridge that I look in there and I'm just overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's part of it too. But part of it, I think, too, is you get kind of lazy.
Yeah, I don't want to make anything.
Exactly. There's a lot of stuff in my pantry that I could cook and eat, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah. You know what I really love? Grilled cheese sandwiches. Do I want to make a grilled cheese sandwich? No. But it sounds fucking delicious.
Dude, eggs. I eat a couple fried eggs. Mm-hmm. That's what, 4 minutes?
Yeah.
5 minutes, but you gotta get a pan out,
you gotta get
butter out, you gotta get the egg, and salt and pepper, and then you gotta wash the shit. And I'm just like, ugh.
Like that's my whole problem with cooking, man, is that it's such a process to enjoy for a short amount of time, to then have to clean up for a long amount of time. That's why I've never really been into cooking, because I don't want to make the mess, because you get all these plates and ingredients and things, and you're cut this, wash that, do blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck, man, I'll just have a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
In a red Solo cup.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck.
That way I don't have to wash it.
Yeah,
I can fucking
just throw it away. Yeah, I got plastic spoons downstairs.
But that's why Kendra and I do what we do. And I'm like, you cook and you make a good meal, I'll wash dishes.
That girl cooks her ass off.
Yeah, but I wash my ass off because she's a fucking...
I've been to your house many a times where you're standing in the kitchen, we're having a conversation, you're washing dishes.
She's a sloppy cook.
Well, because she'll use it, you'll wash it, and then she'll be like, I need that bag.
And I love her to death, but she's got shit everywhere. And I'm like, dude, organize your station. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, like, organize your station. Clean your shit, and I'll wash your dishes, but then you're handing me stuff, and when I'm doing dishes, the dirty stuff goes on the left side.
Okay.
The clean stuff goes on the right. She just puts them on the right side on top of the drying mat with the clean dishes, and she'll look at me and be like, what? I'm like, dude, 15 years of marriage, you haven't fucking figured out. Just, it goes here.
Yeah.
On the left side.
Yeah. So here's a little fun fact about Jack. Jack doesn't like if you watch him work.
No,
right? That is Jack's fucking I'll kick you in the dick moment. That's his pet peeve. Yeah. So every time he's washing dishes in the kitchen, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta take this thing in the kitchen. I'm like, hey man, I'll wash this, knowing that you're gonna be like, no, just fucking put it here or whatever. But I still will make the effort. Like, hey man, I could do this. But you're like, no, I got it. You're fucking proficient in there.
I appreciate it, dude. I'm in my mode. Yeah. I'm in my zone. That's fine. I'm happy to be there.
Right.
I'm happy to do that, but just fucking fit in with my process.
Yeah.
You and I get along very well, and you and I work very well because you're a process guy.
Yeah.
You're an idea guy.
Yeah.
And you're all about, how about if we do this? And I can figure out the mechanics of your proposal.
Yeah.
And
that's why, You
and I implement it together, and then we don't talk, and we don't think. We just share a brain for 6 hours, and then we get done, and we're like, look at all that shit we did.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit done.
And people are like, you guys really did do a lot. We're like, uh-huh. They're like, did you pre-plan this? We're like, no, we just kind of zippered into it.
Pre-plan anything ever.
Yeah, I know.
We shot a video downstairs just now. No idea what we said.
We wing a lot of shit. We seem professional, but we are not.
Yeah, no. That's why I have to listen to every podcast, because I don't remember what we talked about.
There are lots of times. There are times I go, oh, I know I'd said this. And there are other times I'm like, oh, that took an interesting turn. Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad.
Where do we go on that tangent? Yeah, no, man, but that's my thing is I have a million ideas. I just don't know how to make any of them work. and you're the guy who makes shit work. But like, you know, I'm so David will always tell me, you'll spend longer to figure out how to get out of something than to actually doing it. So I am always thinking of a better way or a faster way or an easier way. You know, if we're working together, we don't want to be out there fucking 10, 12 hours. How can we fucking cut this in half? What can we do?
Time is money.
Yeah. And, you know, apparently it's good money.
It's fucking good money if you know how to spend it right. You know what I mean? Ooh, here's another thing. One of my favorites.
That's fucking good, man. Thanks, Joey.
Yes, Joey. Good job.
I do like that.
Remotes. And remotes is up here, and Jerett came to the house last night, and he laughed because there was a new Roku remote in the box up high on the shelf where the dog couldn't get it because for some reason my fucking golden doodle likes to eat remotes.
All the remotes.
And no lie, we've gone through at least a dozen Roku remotes.
Yeah.
And it probably 6 or 7 Fire Stick remotes.
Well, didn't the girls start hiding them because they?
Oh yeah, no, we got to put them up high.
Yeah.
I am 5'11". My reach is probably like 7 feet. I will put them where I can barely reach them. Like, so as a joke, I bought Kendra a Roku remote.
Okay. Yeah.
She bought me a fucking 4-pack.
You guys have.
And we've melded, dude. It's terrifying. But she opened hers and started laughing, and I opened mine, and we looked at each other like we've been married too long. Mm-hmm. But now we have 5 extra remotes.
That'll last you about what's the over under on 3 months?
Oh, under.
Under?
Oh, you've seen the one we have right now, dude. It's still holding on.
How it works?
This remote, I know no one can see it. The top of it's completely chewed off. The bottom's completely chewed off. The battery holder cover won't fit on anymore. But yet the thing still works.
It works. No, and you can see, like, you know, the lights inside.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. Like,
you can see the circuit board, everything.
You can see it all.
It's all there. It's all guts hanging out. It's like if I just put a big gash in your stomach and some of your guts were hanging out. You're like, it's okay.
Yeah, it still works.
I'm going to put a Ziploc bag around it and we'll keep going.
We'll make it work.
But the other thing, too, is missing the remote. Losing the remote, oh, my God.
So, remember back in the day, they used to make those joke remotes that were, like, fucking this big, dude. They were fucking massive.
Yeah, they're like 8 by 12.
You almost need that in your life again.
Or you need, like, at the bank. If my dog wouldn't chew up my remote, I would get the little chain, the chain bead, and attach it to the remote and attach it to the couch because then we would never lose the fucking thing.
Yeah. So, and the problem with remotes these days is they get smaller and smaller and smaller because the functions that you need on them are less and less and less.
Yep.
Right? You're not pushing fucking numbers anymore. You're not doing that. The Amazon Fire Stick remote is literally a left, right, up, down arrow and a fucking center button and a power, dude. Like,
well, but also your TVs anymore
have
a power button on them.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
My Alexa can turn on my TV and put on a show for me. And I've done that when I've lost the control. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck it is. My couch eats everything.
So I have the app. You can get your Fire TV app on your phone and the Roku app on your phone, and it gets on your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And you can use your phone as a remote.
Okay.
Now, this is great, but it, again, another first world problem to get even deeper in it is it doesn't always connect and it doesn't always work. And halfway through, it'll be like connecting.
Right. And you can't use it. Yeah. Because then if you close it out or whatever, it's, yeah.
It has to reconnect after you close it out. Yeah. It's a whole freaking ordeal.
Man, we got first world problems, bud.
We do have first world problems, but...
What else we got up there? Wrong food order. Oh, man. So that's that is my most hated thing on the fucking planet. So, and I mean, it stems from how hard is your job back in the day, like when you would go somewhere and they'd give you the wrong food, like in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, how hard is your fucking job?
Yeah.
You're reading what I wrote on, or you're reading what I ordered either on a TV screen or a monitor or something. There's 5 people that touch it on the way out the fucking window, and you guys are fucking this up. So that was always...
I had no special instructions.
None.
I wanted number 1 with a Coke.
Yeah. And I got a fucking double cheeseburger and a fucking small fry and a kid's meal. Like, what the fuck are you doing there?
I want a regular Coke. Can I get a Diet Coke? And you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
So back in the day, man. So you used to be able to go, and before the internet ruined everything, you used to call, right? Hey, Del Taco, you forgot my 2 half-pound green burritos. And they used to be half-pound green burritos. God damn, man. We had all the best stuff.
Oh, we did.
Half-pound green burritos were 99 cents.
Yep.
For a fucking half-a-pound burrito.
I would get the half-pound red burritos and 2 crunchy tacos.
Yeah.
And it was like...
That's a fucking whole meal.
But it was like $3.
Yeah, it used to be great.
And I would hammer down that last part of that taco just to get it in.
Yeah. But you used to be able to call them and be like, hey, you forgot this, right? And they'd say, okay, next time you come, just tell us that we forgot something, and we will throw it in your order.
Yep.
So that got very, very, very used and
used and abused.
Yeah, like anything else. Like
Sure.
the new age of that is Amazon, right? So everybody was doing Amazon returns with different shit, and now Amazon fucking has different policies. But when you were younger, you could do that with the food places where you could say, hey, man, you guys forgot this or whatever. So you could literally just go through and just get a bunch of shit for free. But they used to fuck your orders up for real.
Oh, yeah.
And now, anytime that I order food because I'm too lazy to drive 5 minutes down the street to Del Taco, somebody can bring it to me in 45 minutes, which is fucking terrible.
For 5 times the price.
Yeah, which is fucking terrible. But every time that they fuck up my order, I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How did you forget my soda? Or like, how did you not put in the right things? How'd you fuck this up? Like, from there to here, something went wrong. Were you eating my fucking food? Is that why?
We used to, so Instacart is my big thing. And Kendra used to get so upset because, like, oh, it's Sunday. Mm-hmm. Jack made a grocery list, and we'd have to go to the grocery store, and it was an ordeal. Well, then Instacart came out. We started using Instacart. We love Instacart.
Which is the greatest invention on the planet.
It's fantastic. But they substitute stuff sometimes.
With bullshit.
And I look at it, and I can look at the item and look at what they substituted with, and I'm like, I can kind of see...
Maybe.
I can see how you tried to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
But Kendra would buy toilet paper. And we would always get single ply.
Oh, no.
And I'd go, babe, we make more than enough money for 2-ply. And I go, by the way, there are 3 women in this house and 1 dude.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I shit at work.
Yeah.
And I don't have to use the toilet paper in this house.
I'm efficient.
You are torturing yourself and the children. And she goes, I swear I ordered 2-ply. I did this. I did that. And it has happened like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And I go, dude, get the most expensive toilet paper. I don't care. Charmin triple double ultra.
Fuck it.
Gold plated.
Yeah.
I get it because of
the
this
30-pound pack.
Yeah, the stuff you're getting is tissue paper.
Yeah, and you're putting your fucking fingers through it.
Oh yeah. And see, that's the one pet peeve. And she'll be like, "Oh, we need toilet paper." I'm like, "I'll go to the store and get
I got it." Yeah.
Don't Instacart it. Stater Brothers. That's the other fucking thing. First world problem. Grocery store. Stater Brothers. 5 minutes from here.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could drive 5 minutes, and I could get exactly what I wanted and exactly what I needed
For cheaper.
for cheaper.
Yeah.
But I would rather spend that money to save my time to do something different.
And then bitch about it.
And then complain about it later. To my wife, I'm not going to write a blog or I'm not going to write a fucking a Yelp. I don't give a shit. I don't really care enough. But when my wife buys single-ply toilet paper, it just makes me laugh because I'm like, it's your ass that's going to pay for it, literally.
That's so funny. I tell JJ that all the time. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that we went poor overnight. Like, why wouldn't you buy the good stuff?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, my house right now, probably 70 degrees. I don't fucking care if my gas bill's high or if my electric bill's high. I want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I do not see a point in suffering to save a couple dollars.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I would spend that shit on something else. I fucking promise you. If it's not going towards that bill, it's going to go towards some other fucking bill. It's going to go towards a bottle of whiskey. It's going to go towards something. Yeah. You spend your money no matter what on something. It's going to go to a this account or that account, or it's going to this or that, or the kid's going to want to fucking slur. It doesn't matter. You spend your money how you spend your money, and a couple extra bucks to fucking keep your house perfect for you to be comfortable while you're home. I don't fucking care what it costs.
Well, but that's some of like the first world problems. So I remember when you guys lived across the street, your capacitor went out on your air conditioner.
Yeah, in the middle of summer.
In the middle of summer. And you guys lived in a gigantic two-story house. So I'm pretty sure upstairs where all your bedrooms were.
Yeah.
you were sweating to death.
Mm-hmm.
Then our capacitor went out.
Mm-hmm.
And I scoured San Bernardino and went to the most ghetto, most backwards electronics store. I don't know. I walked in there and I went, this guy's a hoarder.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come into a hardware store, quote unquote. This guy had piles of stuff everywhere, and I went, that's been here since 1982 when you opened the doors.
Huh.
And he had the capacitor I needed, and he couldn't tell me where it was because he knew amongst his maze and piles and heaps, and he found it. But Kendra was like, get that capacitor fixed, get it now. I don't care what it costs.
Yeah.
It was like $75. I went in, 3 wires, put it on, boom, then the house is blown cold.
Yeah.
But man, it was 85 degrees in the house.
Yeah.
That was unacceptable.
So here's the thing about that, right? I don't care what it costs. In sales, they call those pain points, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have an emergency or if you have a problem that you need fixed right fucking now, you don't care what it costs.
Oh, yeah.
It's only when you're planning and you have time to do all your steps that you're like, hey, I need this deal and I need this deal and this deal and this deal. But when you're doing emergency work at midnight, you don't fucking care what it costs. Hey, man, it's going to be $5,000 to deliver that. I don't care. I need it.
It's fine.
Yeah, send it.
Okay, send it.
And that's the thing. That's where a lot of the companies that we have as comfort can fuck you. Because if your capacitor goes out in the middle of summer, it's $300 to $500 for a $75 part.
Yep.
It is not cheap. Your water heater goes out. It's expensive. Like, you got to take a shower, right? Don't you want hot water?
Yep.
They got you.
It took me 15 minutes to put that capacitor in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's not crazy. It's not a crazy part.
They would have charged you $400.
Yeah. And every time, everybody listen up. Every time that your fucking AC works but doesn't blow cold air, it's that.
It's your capacitor. Oh, yeah.
Every time.
It's easy.
Every time. Yeah.
It's super easy. Call me. I'll do it for $150.
It's like 2 wires, right? I mean, yeah.
150 parts of
Jack and Jerett will do it for $300, some whiskey and a laugh.
We'll knock $200 right off the top, and we'll be in and out real quick. You're going to be shocked.
Yeah, but every time that I've ever had it, because I've had a couple ACs go out, I've rented and bought and blah, blah, blah. But every time it's the same thing.
Yep. It's always
and it's always expensive as fuck to fix, and the part's not that expensive.
Because you needed it right when you wanted it.
Because you need it, yeah. Because it's always summer. It never happens in the winter.
Oh, no. But these are like first world problems and stuff. It's the price we pay for convenience.
And that's the thing is that we are so far away from diagnosing our own problems, like doing the diagnostics on our things, that we'll just call somebody. Hey, this doesn't work.
Well, but remember, too, our parents probably didn't have air conditioning.
JJ's parents didn't have it. And I was dating JJ when they lived in that fucking house in Dime Bar. There was no air conditioning.
You know, you in the summer? You got a fan?
You got a fan. Open the doors. Get it draft. Get the fucking wind going through the house.
And so we would try to do that. Like now we live in an area where we have a invisible screen door on the front door.
Yeah, which people fucking run into all the time.
What they do.
It's my favorite thing.
But there's a number of months where it gets cool enough and you can open that.
Yeah.
And get that breeze. But like people down by the beach,
yeah, they
don't have air conditioning units.
Our parents have the place in San Clemente that they just open the windows.
Yeah,
just you get that ocean breeze, like, and I'll say this, that it is amazing. There's nothing like a nice ocean breeze, right? If you're close to the beach, you can open the windows, you can hear the ocean, you can get that smell. There's nothing like it.
Sure,
but I'd rather have my fucking air conditioning unit.
Sounds like a first world problem, brother.
And this house has 2 fucking AC units.
Yeah,
so that's double the price. Now it's twice as expensive because they're like, you know what? You need 2. No, I don't.
No, but it's the price you pay for convenience.
Yeah.
And that's where all first world problems are.
Yeah. Well, JJ's mom wants it 75 downstairs and I want it 68 up here.
There you go.
So that's the first world problem with having 2 AC units is I can do whatever the fuck I want up here.
Yeah, it's the Arctic upstairs and it's the Bahamas downstairs.
Yeah. Keep your shit down there. Keep your fucking heat. Oh, man.
That's rad. Well, what do you say? Do we think we?
I think we Instacart this one.
Yeah, we send her off to the mill.
This is good.
Yeah, Joey with the recommendation for the Michter's sour mash.
Oh man,
this is. I would sit here and drink this till it was gone, and it would be a problem.
Yeah, no, this is really good.
Yeah, dude, I have no no issues with this whatsoever.
Yeah, the sour mash is good. I mean, it really, it almost has like rye properties.
Yeah,
it's good.
It is pretty fantastic. So thank you for that, Mr. Joey Mancuso.
Oh, man. Look at these cool cups we got.
I know. We gotta shout out Common Shit. We gotta shout out the Scissor Sisters. Common Shit's taking off with Tina and them. I mean,
oh look. Can you see that on the camera?
Oh yeah, we got Barcuso.
We got Barcuso koozies, posters.
Barcusies.
Barcusies.
We got Barcusies.
We got Barcusies.
Thank you, Giuseppe.
Yeah.
Tattoo Spooky, Tina's brother, Tattoo Spooky.
Yeah, my brother, Zach the Ripper.
Like two phenomenal tattooists.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong. And it like the level that these guys tattoo at versus, I mean, even a lot of the old school guys who are doing it now, like these motherfuckers are on fire.
Oh, I look at the stuff they've done, and I follow all of them on Instagram. I'm like, Jesus,
it's scary. I got a portrait. Yeah. I got a portrait of my dad working right now, and it looks like my goddamn dad is looking at you.
It pops on your thighs.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, he is fucking looking into your soul.
Yeah.
And my little brother did that, and I was giving him a hard time, and I'm like, don't fuck this up. You can't fuck this up. You know, I obviously I trust my little brother, right? I'm gonna like, I know that he's a great fucking artist, man, but I look down and it's my dad.
Yeah.
It is fucking creepy.
Yeah, he does fantastic work.
He does phenomenal work. So.
Shout out to Zach the Ripper, the Raven and the Wolves.
Raven and the Wolves, man. All those guys over there are good.
Dude, Tattoo Spooky, so good. Always Western Storytellers, Eric Pease.
Eric, good dude.
And
Michelle
Dofo Winery.
Yeah. Dofo.
And Michelle.
Michelle, I'm coming to see you. I look a fucking mess right now. I need a haircut and a shave. A cleanup on my face.
Yeah, and again, this is all FHFO. Friends help friends out. Like, we don't... nobody pays for us to do this. These are just all our friends that we like. Hey, and check in on your friends.
Yeah, for sure.
2024 ended really rough for
a lot of
my
us.
Partner in crime here.
Yeah.
But
2024 was bad for me. Like, the second half of 2024 was fucking terrible.
2024 ended badly for a couple of my friends too, and I went and visited one of them in the hospital today.
How's he doing?
He's good. He's in good spirits. Yeah. He laughed. He was like, "Dude, I listen to your podcast all the time. I got to come on there." And I go, "You get your ass out this hospital. Yeah. You're coming on."
We're not bringing our fucking studio to the hospital.
No, you got to come. It's too many. Boop, too many nurses coming in. Yeah, but I've had a couple friends that have gone through it recently and are not starting the year off with a bang. But
well,
check in on them.
I'll tell you what, man. It can only go up from here.
You're right.
I have very high hopes for this year. You got to stay positive. I mean, you can't. If you listen to this show and you listen to all the things that I've told you happened to me, like, holy shit! Yeah. Like, that's only the things that I've shared with you. Like, there's
there's some stuff missing that I know that I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, no, man, and it's insult to injury. Like, it's fucking nonstop. But you know what, man? You have to have a positive outlook on life.
Yes, sir. First
world problems, man. My life isn't that bad. I have great friends. I have a great wife. I have a fucking great kid. I have fucking this, you know, like I get to do this. Like, we get to podcast. Like, who the fuck gets to podcast? Yeah. Nobody.
No. And we have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Amongst our stressful fucking lives. Yeah. There's a lot of fun activities in there that we tend to overlook. But they really are a lot of good times.
No, 100%. And I would say the good times outweigh the bad. Probably 20-1. I mean, like we're doing a lot of cool stuff. I agree. Just because we're not putting it out there to boast and bruise, you know, people's egos about it, but we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh yeah.
So you take the good with the bad, man. Every day can't be a fucking rainbow.
Yes, sir.
You know, and it just is what it is.
I agree.
So you good?
I'm great.
All right. Well, hey, I've been Jerett.
I've been Jack.
The Shadow Wisdom Podcast, and you motherfuckers are welcome.